It's going. It's going. It's cruising. Now let's go toss some plastic. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today we are taking on a top 10 course here in the beautiful state of Michigan, and one that you guys have requested quite a bit. We find ourselves in Mount Pleasant, and we are taking on Deerfield Disc Golf Course. And we're starting off with a hole one. It's only 225 feet, but it's way uphill, really tight tunnel shot, very technical hole one to start the day off, and I am really excited to get this round going. Because it's just the first hole, we are going to go with kind of a flippy fairway driver and let the arm warm up a little bit. Oh, that actually looks really good. That that worked out surprisingly well. Let's get started. As you can see, this hole is a lot steeper than it looks from the tee pad. I gave this Champion Leopard a pretty decent toss and it still came up a little bit short. Hole 2, 230 feet, dead straight, slightly uphill. There's a big mound protecting the basket. You can't even see it from here, but once we get up there, you'll see it's actually a pretty cool little setup they have up there. We are gonna full send our Envy. Oh, wow. Wow. Didn't get any turn on that. That was really bad. So here's where the Envy landed. You guys still can't see the basket. Like I said, there's a mound perfectly hiding it. There is a little fiberglass pole sticking up. Hopefully you guys will see it with the arrow I throw up there, but I am just gonna give it a nice high putt with the hammer. Hopefully we get lucky. It'd be one of the coolest putts I've ever made. Come on. Oh, I think that had to be pretty close. As you guys can see, this very cool pin location in the bottom of this little valley here. Real quickly, guys, live from Greta, I just wanted to show you some of these sweet buzzes that I'm posting on the website right now. We have these beautiful old sought-after Z-Flex buzzes. We have this awesome American flag tie-dye buzz, also older, from about 2017. We have some other great ones, 2013 DGC buzz, and then we also have these, which are weird and the gummiest buzzes I've ever seen, from 2017 and 2018. I did post a handful of other discs on there, but if you are a buzz fan, you are in luck, so make sure you go check it out. Hole 3, and this one is kind of terrifying. We have 335 feet, dead straight downhill into the abyss of the forest. I have no idea where this pin location is, and for the first time on the channel, I am throwing this awesome OTB hex that my buddy Rourke gave me. Ever since I lost mine, I've been struggling. The Crow's doing a pretty good job, but I am gonna test out this beautiful hex, bounce back and forth, and see which one makes the bag. Okay, I mean, pretty looking hex shot. I didn't know if we needed to hyzer or stay straight, but either way, maybe we have a putt at it. I will say with this clear hex, I don't know what the plastic is, but out of the box, it flies pretty straight. It flies just like where I got my beat-in Lozado to fly, which is great, but I just hope that it doesn't get too flippy on me. We've left ourselves probably 22 feet, slightly uphill for the 2. Oh, it counts. Hole 4, 263 feet. As you can see, we are fighting uphill quite a bit, and we do have that tree with a low-hanging branch, making this shot a lot more difficult, taking away just the high hyzer route. So I am gonna go with another kind of fairway, my Champion Leopard, try to get just under that branch, hopefully get a little ground play and have a putt. That feels perfect. Oh, we walked the line too much with that branch. We just barely hit it, but the champion leopard is feeling good today. The leopard did leave us a tough little tester here, probably around 40 feet uphill for the 2. Oh, good, not great, but when you're throwing uphill, just a little tip for me anyway, when I'm throwing uphill like 260, I would never reach for, you know, a leopard, a fairway driver. But as soon as that elevation gains quite a bit, I disc up in speed and down in stability. Every time works out pretty good. Hole 5, and what an absolute beauty. 515 feet, dead straight, quite a bit downhill. And I am gonna full send my champion boss. Some of you may have noticed I haven't been throwing this disc a lot lately. For some reason, I've gotten a little trigger shy with it. I've had some tough situations of almost losing it, kind of just losing my confidence in the disc, but this would be the shot for it, and we are gonna full send it. So hopefully we don't end up on an expedition. Oh, keep holding it. Oh no. Dang it, we got up there quite a ways. I did nail the microphone. We just needed a little more turn, just a little more. Not our best throw, but we should be able to find that one. I have to try it. Should have took my phone out. Should have took my phone out. It's going. It's going. It's cruising. All right, I think we're good. I think I've seen Jeremy Colling do that on Jomez on some bigger like downhill shots, so I had to give it a try. Looking back on that cart push, I'm just realizing I'm out here risking it all for absolutely no reason. Like if that thing did like a proper crash, it could have just broke my phone, the car, everything. I'm just risking it all for no reason. This will also be a great test for the new Hex, because I used to use my Lozado all the time for little turnover flick shots, and I don't quite have that comfortability with the Crow. Now I could definitely just throw a little hyzer here, but I figure this will be a good test. I'm not sure how far we are from the basket, probably like 80 feet or so. All right, I noodled it. I definitely noodled it a little bit, but it felt good. For the 3, hole 6, this course definitely likes to keep you on your toes. We have 217 feet uphill. I don't know if we want to go more straight, more Annie, if I want the Envy, the Waka Waka, the Stingray. I have no idea. So of course we're just gonna play it safe, throw our Envy on a slight Annie. Hopefully we're just gonna make it. Oh, that's in for sure. Nope, probably 50 feet. Let's go find out. I mean, to be fair, we did have the right idea. I just think we caught one of these guardian trees up here, leaving us a edge of circle, downhill putt for the 2. Come on. Nice little putt. Nice little putt. Hole 7, 253 feet. Another just gorgeous tee shot through the woods. You definitely need some finesse with this tee shot. You want to hang dead straight for a little bit, and then you need a pretty decent right finish. Very tricky shot. We are going to full send our DX Stingray. Get up there. All right, I definitely overturned that a little bit. That's gonna be we're fighting for it. Here's where the Stingray left us, definitely not giving us a routine birdie. We still have probably 45 feet uphill for the 2. We have that tree right there, so we kind of have to go with a slight Annie putt. Nope, that's bad. That's not good. There was no Annie on that Annie putt I was trying to throw. For the 3, hole 8, and we have a nice little ace run here. It's only 173 feet, kind of a slight Annie the entire way. I haven't had an ace in quite a while, so I definitely wouldn't mind picking up another one with our Envy. Come on, no stability. Oh, and we caught a tree. So we went from ace to fighting for the birdie. This is always when I feel the most pressure, trying to knock down a long putt on a hole that you absolutely should birdie. But I do want to take a second, have you guys really soak in how gorgeous this fairway is. Just perfectly carved out of the woods. You absolutely love to see it. We have another circle edge putt to save our 2. Oh, dang it, 1/4 inch low. Hole 9, 360 feet. It looks like we do have a big hyzer shot. I did kind of peek up there. You don't want too much stability. This seems like kind of a finicky hyzer line to hit. We are gonna full send our Garrett Girthy Wraith just because there's a chance we don't lace this fairway, and this one is the easiest to find, especially with a big blind shot. You do need some stability. Okay, we definitely pushed that back wall, and I think we went a little too high, so I'm not entirely sure what we left ourselves with. We actually sailed past the basket quite a bit. I knew we were kind of pushing that back wall, so it does make sense. We have left ourselves, again, around that circle's edge putt. Seems to be the theme of the day for the 2. Oh my, the putting's not super pretty, but they are landing, so I will take that. For today's hole 9 break, I want to hear your guys' opinion on a certain subject, and that subject is tournaments. Like always, I'm always following disc golf pages, disc golf forums, disc golf discussion, anything disc golf I'm always reading up on. And a big thing that I noticed this year was a huge problem with tournaments, and a lot of them not filling up. And now I think, in what I've seen and read about, a lot of that issue is the fact that there are so many tournaments now. And I even notice it in my own local area. Almost every weekend you'll see 2 to 3 different tournaments on courses that aren't that far apart. A lot of flex tournaments, which again, I understand, you know, the point of them and why they're very helpful, but it also made tournaments a lot more frequent and a lot more common. I think the biggest problem with tournaments is the payout situation. You're gonna pay $40 to $50 to enter a tournament. You're gonna get a player's pack that you probably just don't like. It's gonna have some goofy local stamp on it that's just not gonna be that cool. And it might not even be a disc that you enjoy throwing. And then if you get first, second, or third, you might get a voucher, maybe a trophy, usually not, but you'll just get a voucher to a disc golf store. It doesn't seem worth it to a lot of people. I know it's not for me. You guys let me know, in your local situation, is the influx of tournaments kind of taking away from those big ones that you look forward to, you know, 3-4 times a year when you have one every weekend? How have you seen that dynamic change, and how do you guys think payout should be structured? And also guys, if you are enjoying the content, please take a minute, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, leave a comment. I would love to see a new name in chat, and also make sure to check the description for different things that might drop on my websites and anything else. Thank you. Hole 10, 315 feet, and I know I've said it a few times, but this is stunning. We have that sun kind of just peering through the woods up there. We do have a long Annie shot, and from the tee pad it kind of looks like a throw and hope. I'm sure there is a fairway up there somewhere. I have a rough idea, but we are going to go with a soft Valkyrie. Oh, I think that might be parked. I think that might be parked. At first, I didn't think we were going to get enough turn, but I think that worked out really well. I'm not entirely sure what happened with this tee shot. I don't know if it was just a good tee shot or if we got a lot of tree love. I kind of lost it halfway through the flight, and I just saw it come through this bright sun here. So once I put the tracer on, I guess we'll find out. But for now, let's just say I laced it. Hole 11, 261 feet, just absolutely stunning. Slight Annie the entire way. This has envy written all over it. Don't hit it. We hit it. We sure hit it. That last tree on the outside. Man, I was just admiring how beautiful and thick this forest is, and now we got to go try to find our disc and throw out of it. Luckily, we did land in this opening up here, so it's not as tricky as I thought it was going to be. And to be honest, I'm not sure how far away we are. I just realized that I don't know where my rangefinder is, so that's always a bonus. I would guess we're probably around 115 feet for the 2. Oh, nice little run. Hole 12, 265 feet. We have this nice little open shot with just a gorgeous backdrop. It looks really thick if you happen to go too deep, but we are gonna send our Kotuku. Oh, man. That had to be close. I did get that gut feeling for a second. The Kotuku would have been a great one to knock it down with. For the 2, 13, 500 feet. It looks like we need a pretty decent hyzer shot off the tee. I can't tell how much it hooks in there or where it goes after that. I assume this is definitely just kind of a key placement shot. I am gonna go with my Firestorm. It's not something that I wanna overthink. Just chuck that thing up there, hopefully make a play for the pin on shot number 2. Oh, get over. All right, that'll work. I think I probably should have went with maybe my Halo Boss, or maybe I just should have threw that better. I don't think we got hardly any distance on that. Surprisingly, the Firestorm worked out absolutely perfect, which is a great surprise. If I would have let this go how I wanted to, we for sure would have skipped off into these woods. We have left ourselves a very fun little technical upshot here, probably around 120 feet, slight ante the entire way. We are gonna fan grip our Envy. Come on. Oh, nice little run. We needed a little more turn. For the 3, 14, and we have a water carry. It has been a long time since I've had a proper water carry that I've filmed on the channel. The hole is 380 feet dead straight. Definitely looks farther than 380 feet. I'm not sure how far our water clearance is here, but I'm gonna full send the Champion Orc. Oh, get some stability. Goodness. I mean, this hole is sneaky uphill the entire way, but that thing just did not fight back. Probably, I don't know, should have disced up, should have just threw it better, honestly. It's not the disc, it was my bad throw. Hate to say it, guys, but I think we are officially in a pitch out situation here. Not even the Waka Waka can save us from this nightmarish lie. I don't know if I should just pitch out there or throw through everything really hard. All right, that'll work, that's a putt. Well, after our well thought out approach out there, we have left ourselves a putt to save our 3. As most of you know, some courses really struggle with poison ivy, but this one takes it to a new level. They have a permanent sign, permanent caution sign that says caution poison ivy. And if you guys look on the ground, most if not all of this green, you guessed it, poison ivy. So if you are somebody who's pretty allergic like myself, make sure you hit the fairway. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you hit the fairway. I tell you what, walking back out here in the open field, the wind has picked up drastically. Like, it feels like there is a huge storm about to roll in this area. So hopefully we can finish this course up. We have hole 15, 283 feet, kind of just like a flip up, slight hyzer lane the entire way. We are gonna full send our hex. I think that's really good. Maybe a little short. Let's go find out. Felt perfect out of the hand, but for some reason visually it looked quite a bit short. Hole 16, 190 feet. For anybody who has a competent forehand, this would be a fun little ace run. But as you guys know, I just don't really have that. Now I could just lay up, slide my Envy up there, try to make a putt, but I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna take my Scepter, try to throw it on this nice little flex forehand lane. If I leave myself a putt, I will be thrilled. I mean, I hit the shot. I definitely crashed quite a bit early, I think. May have gotten a little lucky, but I think we have a putt. My scepter worked out great, but like I said, I think I got really lucky crashing through here. Hole 17, 228 feet. It seems like as we wind to the end of this course, it has really simplified. So I do hope that hole 18 is an exciting one to end on. But for this one, we are gonna send our envy. Oh. No stability, not very exciting. Should be a putt though. You guys can't really tell, but the wind is screaming. The tops of these trees are moving all over the place. Who knows what's gonna happen? Envy came up embarrassingly short. Yes, we did kind of clip this tree. I thought we'd get more ground play, but definitely way too long of a tester putt for a hole like this. Probably close to 40 feet for the two. Oh my gosh, did you see how much my putter moved? That was crazy. That thing moved like 1.5 feet up and down and still ended up landing in. I mean, that was nutty. Rounding off our awesome day here at Deerfield Park, we have hole 18, 358 feet, and this one is quite tricky. You pretty much need to go flip up dead straight. You could go with a big forehand. It would be extremely hard to make it to the pin with that shot, but what I'm worried about is there is like a monsoon out there. That wind is so swirly, blowing all over the place, so hopefully we don't catch a headwind and it overturns our orc right into the thick stuff. We've avoided it all around, so hopefully we don't blow it on the last hole. Oh, go, 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 go. Fight out. Oh, we did catch some of it, but I think we fought out. We really kind of, you know, we were rocking the line there of really bad to perfect. We fell somewhere in the middle, but one thing I want to bring up, guys, with my rating, some people ask about this. Courses, especially a place that has 2 solid courses and an amazing park with amenities, that alone brings it to a much higher score. Because even if a single course is better, I think coming to a complex like this will always have a higher rating and more enjoyable. Well, unfortunately, the orc did not fight out as much as I originally thought from the tee pad. So naturally, we have left ourselves with a tricky, windy tester putt to hopefully end on a good note. Oh, it couldn't have been closer. You know, universally, my hole 18 birdie percentage has got to be like 5. It doesn't matter how close, how far. Dang. That wraps up today's video at Deerfield Park Disc Golf Course in Mount Pleasant, Michigan. Guys, my biggest takeaway from this whole experience is this course all around is just rock solid. As you guys could tell, the tee signs, not very helpful, but it wasn't nearly as big of a deal as I thought it would be starting off the course. A lot of these holes are pretty short, so just a little bit of legwork, a little bit of scouting, and you'll have a pretty good idea where to aim your tee shot. Signage from hole to hole was absolutely perfect. I never even skipped a beat. I just followed what looked to be the path, and if there's any deviation from that, they had signs telling you exactly where to go. Tee pads are great and the baskets are great. And the other thing is, as you guys saw, a lot of these holes are pretty short, pretty technical, but they are fun. They are enjoyable. They're not boring. They're not too routine. And then there are a couple holes where you get to air the arm out, grab a distance driver and watch it fly. And I always think that is needed for a well-balanced design. I've talked about the beauty of this place way too much at this point, so there's nothing else that I really need to add on. And I did bring up the amenities. This park is beyond nice. It's great. Easily you can come spend a day trip here. You can bring the family, get some rustic camping, get a little hike into the woods. They have a fireplace out there. They have rustic bathrooms, everything you need for a fun, great weekend of disc golf. Overall, I'm going to give this course the solid score of 8.5 out of 10. That is a very high score, and I think it's kind of the ceiling, because one thing that this course doesn't have is there's no shock and awe holes. There's no tee pads where you really step up, you're trying to plan how you're gonna attack the pin. They are pretty straightforward as far as that goes. I never had to do any schemings or brainstorming of which disc, you know, what kind of shot shape. It was very straightforward, but it is just a solid course, and it is impossible to come here and not enjoy yourself, especially with everything around it. Make sure you guys check out next week's video where we go over part 2 of this course. See if the other course offers anything that this one didn't. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Now it's your turn to go toss some plastic.